Hi. Sorry. I had a cat sleeping in my lap and didn't want to wake her up. Nice. Got the notification before I even started stream. Interesting. Now, can I find the game? There it is. Oh, it's going to be really loud. It always starts loud for some reason. JJ.
Danganronpa. Danganronpa.
How's the volume? No, I fixed it, Bella. It just, this game always starts really loud for some reason. Exclamation one avatar space on the Pokemon you want. That's a rocket and a tank. Better not think too much about what I'm seeing here out here. Am I supposed to just go for the door? Rattle, rattle. Blocked. Rattle, rattle. No matter how many times. Push or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be easy. If we can get in out of here anytime soon. I decided to look around for some food. Plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. That was pointless too. Next I search for some water. Hi, Miss Crazy. I posted a picture in the Discord of why I was late to stream. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm still alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was... That's Lily. Her name's Lily. Go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I left after not being able to eat or drink. Every Pokemon has an avatar. Yeah, you spelled avatar wrong, fella. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed, and all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. Very courage. What the? Crash. The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. JJ, what are you doing? As I watched the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Something fall down over there? Garbage. My life. Something fell from up above. It's literally just. It is a cake, so it makes sense, Bill. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever it was that's all down here with me. JJ, come here.
Just a second.
JJ. How did she get down here? She came down with the trash? Did she know a giant piece of trash rude before she even emerged from the pile of garbage? I knew who she was. Kyoko.
It smells awful.
She was in the trash. How's that? I just have all the Pokemon and then some One Piece characters. Miss Crazy. I don't have shinies or anything. That's the issue. So he smells awful. Kyoko?
Indeed.
Look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So,
Isn't it obvious I'm here to help you? JJ. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of Crest and face me again.
hey,
First, that's something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We need to talk once you're finished. Thank you. The sitting cuties, is that what you mean? Does Slide not have the animated ones? I have some animated Pokemon. That might be why. Or better. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Phrasing. Wait, that wasn't Wario. That was Wham. Wham! It made me think Wario's here. Phew, that really hit the spot. I've got all the energy I need to keep going. I accidentally locked my key in my car earlier today. Like my key fell out of off my keychain. Uh, it's the one for One Piece. It's the character name underscore GPC. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
hmm?
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Hey, best friend. That's my best friend. Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So,
To pay a debt? Or no, to atone. Atone.
you.
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew?
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. Okay, Wham. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However,
Well, listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive no matter the cost. Why did you have to
It's
survive?
true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words,
is so that I can do what I came to the school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to the Hope Speak Academy for one very important reason. Do you have some reason for coming to Hope Speak Academy?
indeed.
That's right. At least I did. Once. Once.
I
So recently, I'd forgotten what it was. Forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory. That's impossible. Amnesia? Then is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? You remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? First thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. Seems much too convenient. You're saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I'm positive it was all the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my abilities, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However,
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, she does have nice hair. There's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? Really? What game are you playing right now? The mastermind. One of us? If you believe that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that you will look into her missing memory by yourself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. Well, why me? Because you're least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... Oh, that sucks, Bella. I see. Carnage? I don't even know what Carnage is.
I
I understand.
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Okay. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay? Yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. Oh, yeah, I remember it now. Okay. It was hard. I didn't hate the game. It was just hard to play considering I couldn't talk. This is a disc. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. Am I supposed to keep just talking to her? I think I am. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was not able to recall my purpose and ability. I'm yawning so much. You mentioned your ability. My ability. What everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Hey! That's what I figured. The ultimate detective.
correct.
And the reason I came to Hope Speak Academy, there was someone I had to find here. You had to find someone? Who?
So,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope Seek Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What?
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's master? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. No matter what it takes, I'll find the headmaster.
no matter what.
No matter the cost.
So,
Coco, what's going on? Yeah, exactly, Bella. Like, I wanted to play more, but like, I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't defend myself. I remember he hadn't come back at the point, but when he said that, I felt strange. Makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense. Well, listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. And what did you see in there?
so,
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map.
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope Peak Academy. I found it in headmaster's room along with Okura's profile on that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remember that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. Ooh, dang. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there? That was my nickname.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like? The part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
so,
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important and really ominous. This is so much just reading right now. Well, I have to keep talking to Coco.
However,
Of course, once I got to the second floor doors, there were no cameras and no monitors. Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. Has to do with Mikuro Ikisawa, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mikuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed.
indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and then in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. I mean, because of the school regulations.
That's right.
Exactly. There are no more restrictions. You are free to explore Hope Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use a class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mikuro Ukasaba. What's that? There was a point where Mikuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. It could have been the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You mean during the night, I can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. The ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
That sucks, Bella. Abandoning you is crazy. I ran into your room and saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. Stopped them, but that led to whoever the mass assailant was. They ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind and an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So this would mean that whoever killed Mikuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mikuro. They needed a class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. Identity of the other. Identity of the ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair. No doubt that the Mikuro was the ultimate despair. And that she's dead. But I don't think that the ultimate despair is just one person. Not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Tragedy, whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair.
Seem
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're, make no mistake, they're the root of the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. The end. is nigh. Dream Island rocket. From the final chapter. Ultimate Despair, a group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now
Anyway,
we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Rattle, rattle. Waddle, waddle, waddle. That airplane held something like that wind up in the school garbage pit. So much garbage here, I can't believe this place is even it. But they just keep talking to her still. Okay, do you still have that one thing? Okay, Makoto's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
indeed.
Of course. Oh, Monokuma's secret tool I misread. Of course I do. The absolutely vital part of the ensuring the mastermind. I will never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
And we should be able to use it on that door, right? Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key on yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then, click. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. Quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. Oh, they blamed you. I misread that as banned you. Because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extension. Like, there was a metal ladder leading up to the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you are the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So,
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Y'all see the cat? He's right there. Your cat. JJ. Cat. Black cat. Is your family famous?
wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
Right.
because we take pride in it. Pride.
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. This is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society, which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. Conscious effort.
It's true.
Kind of old-fashioned. I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains how far I came here. When I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Or she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Host Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Host Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect. I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all these years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk about with my father about.
However,
There's something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
so
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future,
however,
but he had no interest in detective work. So, he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I had gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyokyo on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. Couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling. I've got a feeling inside my soul. It was electric, baby, when we lose control. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative, more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
But there's one thing. One thing that I can never forgive. Really? I need to get my legs up. JJ. Really?
so
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind, like I said. I think it was a good thing.
however,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. Shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. in order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, you just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. That was a long conversation they had while just climbing. Ivan from Bad Things cosplayer. I don't know what Bad Things is either. Makoto. Oh, looks like this is it. On the other side of this door, Rose Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? Fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should be open without much trouble. There goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. I need to stop yawning. The hatch opened with ease, and so looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. A lot of long things happening. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back at Hope Speak Academy. Coco, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Weren't you like me? What's the next step once we get out of here? I should ask Yoko. Just so much talking. I know that's what the game is, but come on. I haven't been able to move around. So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so if they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then,
Then just get a concrete answer. Huh?
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. When she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. They're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give it up now. Don't worry.
because
Because the mastermind is one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. Was?
right.
If we talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiation. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. We don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. I can finally walk. I took a nap. Why am I tired? I blame you. I took 2 naps today. I fell asleep in my car earlier too. I'm thinking about doing 1 or 2 days a week with the early streams to help with. Oh, hey June. Sorry. Hope you're doing well. Hey, 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 hey. Coco, don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? Actually, that exactly how I thought you'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. Unfortunately, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again. This time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko?
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to, right?
However,
Before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? Explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted to execute an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? What are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that I'm in the position one person would protect another like that. That,
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. Never imagined the possibility of being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? Talk a big game, you're saying that blackened is me and not Makoto. And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love so much to aspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts. And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
Second. Talking so much. Not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course you can say we're just making this all up. You're going to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving it, your innocence, you'll be accepting our own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So what is the advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Makoto's trial over again. Makoto's trial over. Only this time you follow school regulations to ensure a fair trial. It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
Hey,
Well, that would make it for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? Fair trial, one last showdown, in other words. This would be our chance to expose the true identity of Makoto's killer, of the mastermind themselves. For what reason would the mastermind have to accept this challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Barry.
What's wrong?
I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a bit. It's time for Barry to... Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax. Why? I'm so tired.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do anything your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will you hope win or not out, or will my despair claim victory? Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. And we still have one shot at this. I'm so sleepy. I need a second. Let my brain rest. So tired. How's everybody doing? I don't know what's wrong. But this is the longer way to climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries. That's right. Every last mystery that's pulling around the school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as a koala's not a bear, so how's that a bear pun? Huh?
It's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good then. Let's bear it all. If you can call your way to the truth of Makuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school, then you win. But if you can't do all that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? Or as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? Honestly, I can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
Before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
Remember that for sure, so what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And is a true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. Having a trial for Makuro is no exception to that, huh? Makuro's trial is no exception, then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Makuro. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay. No puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope Peak Academy since the killing game began are those 16 students. Who do I think it is? Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go so quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you? Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. I don't think it's Byakuya because it's too obvious. Really gonna let me go? I don't sound like it's Genocide Jill either. I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishments later anyway. We need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. Come
hey,
on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Makoto's unstable laughter sees the creature. Oh, my walk away. Hey, just like that, we were out of the gym. I hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. Thought my life and still a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. I need to go get some caffeine. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some caffeine. Maybe that'll help get through this. I think all the talking is also like getting more air and making me yawn more, which is making me more. Kitty cats. Cats love me. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. I might just raise my desk and stand for a little bit, to be honest. You won't be able to see the cat, but thank you, Christopher. How are you doing? I want to stand for a bit. I don't like the angle, but whatever. Yeah, true. Thank you for ever subscribed. Really means a lot. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. What did you have for dinner? I'm gonna run in place real quick. Get the blood flowing. Ooh. So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had to hijack the airways to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airways seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
Yet somehow the mastermind was able to do
in
it.
other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. Also a tuna in it. Nice. Some mayonnaise. That usually needs mayonnaise. At least when I do it. I don't usually drink soda, but I don't want like too much caffeine. But I feel like I need something right now. This has so much sugar. What the? I should not be drinking. 59 milligrams of caffeine. That's. Yeah, mayonnaise. Yeah, that's a reason.
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world.
it would seem
Mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed
in
anybody.
other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. I don't usually drink soda, Christopher. We have some left over from a party this weekend, and I wanted some caffeine. I don't like drinking anything carbonated. It makes me bloated and stuff, and I don't like drinking stuff with sugar in it usually. I mostly drink water, but why?
right.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
Outside world has a name for this Hope Speak Academy, right? Certain concept. Talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other in the sink of despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
Right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer? I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. To the world. Yeah, that's what. I also have water right here. I drink a lot of water. Speaking of. If the mastermind simply ignored the rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. That's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial following all the proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, that made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when the fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they had to defeat us in perfect
In
form.
other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got the chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up. So I can't believe how much of that mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. While presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. My favorite character is Kyoko. Easy, boo-boo. Kyoko, 100% without a doubt. Yeah, it's been Kyoko like the whole time. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done to earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Everything we got through will have been for nothing. You're right. Can't defeat the mastermind? It'll cost us all our lives. Bum bum bum. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the trial battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone? One of them is working with the mastermind. Or is the mastermind? Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Anyway, right now we have to go find the
shall
others.
we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? To the dorms! I actually have to walk in game. I can't walk in real life. I wish, though, because of my legs could use some stretching. Where am I supposed to find them in the dorms? Are they just out and about, or do I have to knock on everybody's door? Ifumi's dead. Yoshihira's not dead. Here, is he inside? Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Is Hina's room? Is she still inside?
Hey,
Oh, okay, do we have to do this on all the rooms? I forgot Toko's name. Toko's room, is she inside?
hey.
We know Byaka is not answering the door.
Hey,
Was that everybody? That was everybody, okay. To the cafeteria. No. It's something we were greeted with. Money. You again. 10321255. Is he broken?
whew.
Suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. 61. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
Is that
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
What's that smell? Do you smell that smell that surrounds you?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo, shoo! In a flash, my tears dried up. What about Nakbyakuya? How are you doing, Mimikyu? I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me neither. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their life saved by a computer program.
Hmm.
I imagine it was a learning experience for you. I'm not a ghost.
Yo,
Koto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit
you
world.
know?
You get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again, and no dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. But there weren't any new areas? Then where can we go to find new clues? You stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, everywhere. You can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. The smell is so smelly. Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win. She seems happy for some reason. Weirdo.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Makoto's trial. What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course, it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuro?
That's right.
Right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die. You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
However,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Black Hand, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Black Hand is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went to the negotiator with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last cross trial, when you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be
Hey,
mean.
I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Makuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind?
Hmm.
But there's more to it than that, correct? Oh crap, I'm doing the splits and I can't get back up. Oh no. Oh, I got it. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery.
But
Or they're acting kind of dumb right now, like... That sucks, Bella.
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
I hate you.
Hey, you said you could agree to those terms without taking to the rest of us. That's what happens in the trials anyway. Right? Get it wrong. The trials, if you get it wrong, you die. So if you get it wrong and you die here, it's just what normally happens. It's just the fact that there was no actual killer, so nobody gets the benefit of surviving that by having killed somebody without being caught. I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with my master. I meanwhile want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, I love one decision, final battle, decisive final battle, a rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Makuro and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall friggin' order. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we can solve all the mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. No? Can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us the little hint of his hint. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope Speak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Makuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Makuro, but there's no way he could have disguised a scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning, and in Makuro, you add in Makuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them.
That's right.
And of those 16 people, we started out with the only one still alive. Are the people standing right here? Need I continue or do you get it now? Somebody else is still alive that's going to be the mastermind, right? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said it all to confuse us.
Indeed.
Certainly a possibility, but only one among many. Mastermind as being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us, the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Bing dong, bing bong. Is it time for the final trial?
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Okay, okay. Did they get it wrong, Bella? I'm guessing they got it wrong. How very monogamous of him. I said magnanimous, so weird there. I can't read right now. How magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Tagami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Oh, nice, Bella. Well then, after making his final statement, Yakuya left the dining hall. Yeah, master? He didn't take me with him?
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without master, the rest of you are like coffee without cream. Ooh, or coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. Now she's gone. And you're gonna go all by yourself too. Alright, Coco. Which leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know,
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
how about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Life and Lally Hero left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves. What about you, Hina? Guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know.
'cause I
But
mean,
up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto? That's really nice of you to say.
but,
But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figured at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us get out of here. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our investigation doesn't mean we can't work together at the end. I should just see it as a splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then.
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
We gotta, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth by any means necessary. Don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. So I can believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what we have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity, assault the mysterious of the school. And then we can call escape together. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. I'm not reading the recap of the last trial. And we know who the mastermind is, so we're sure I'll start my investigation to figure out who killed her. I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. I know what the rooms are, which means the guardian of the dojo. Okay, time to get started. We're going up, up, up. We're on fire. We're going to check the biolab. I might have to save the trial for next week, because I have a feeling trial's going to be really long. I miss the stairs. That's not where I thought it was. Up one more floor? The headmaster's room's on that floor. This way's the biology. This is where I want to go. I feel like this room's going to be important. Well, here I am in the biolab, and it's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Come here, Lily. Say hi to Lily, chat. I want to play the game, but Lily's so pretty. Don't lay down. You gonna lay down? Oh, you're gonna leave. Okay, that works too. Mexico, why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Burr, It's cold in here. There must be some tourists in that atmosphere. I said, burr. It's cold in here. There must be some tourists in the atmosphere. A stack of papers. I've been seeing a lot of those lately. Oh. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? Should probably take a closer look around. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. On the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right hand lights are off. I've looked at everything you're telling me to look at. I'm so confused. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like instruction manual. Okay. Eco-friendly alternative. The standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and the alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we have to offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade with package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. But looking around, I think I get it. Seems clear to me now. Some kind of makeshift morgue. I'll buy all those lights to each slot. Oh. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside the slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is. Lab lights have been added. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. To do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other options. Where to? Wasn't there another room on this floor that was locked? Not that one. Not that one. No, it was just the one. I think. Which feels wrong. I have to go to the headmasters. Nobody Mudkip is the last trial where we have to figure out what went wrong, what all has happened. What's been going on? We have to figure out the whole conspiracy. It's my office because that was my nickname in high school. Of course Byakuya is in here. It's Mimikyu's favorite character. It's the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Oh, Byakuya. Oh, Byakuya.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Impossible.
Are you ignoring me? You think I'll forget that because you're
Such
you?
ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. There are trophies and even a shield in this play case. Bella's playing the game that's the Roblox game that's based on Danganronpa. There are documents scattered all over the floor somehow. It makes me feel anxious. Hey, that's me. I'm anxious.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? You think you can?
Such-
Well, come to the right place for the time. Would you like to see something interesting? I thought you were going to play the game with Derek and I. What happened tonight, huh? Why does that matter, Bucket? You won? What do you mean something interesting? Take a look at this. Was on top of the pathetically ostentatious desk. 578 student registry. Contains profiles for all of us. And Mikuro?
So in other
Apparently
words,
class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mikuro's profile in Kyoko's room.
I see.
Right, it also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got the page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with
In
hers,
other words,
there can be no doubt that Mikuro was a student here at Hosu Academy just like the rest of us. Ko Ikisaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems like Kyoko was in a hurry. Oh, what do you mean? Talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she stuck it in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. What's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. First page. Correct. Makuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
so in other words,
When it comes to this profile, there's more information about Makuro than we still didn't have. More information. Oh, you wanted to watch the movie, but you couldn't, so you're playing the game? Is that what you mean? What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing you can read, can't you? Seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mikuro appeared suddenly, and in the background of an entity float close, but Mikuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats close but just out of reach. What does that even mean? The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mikuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mikuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hosuke, she did not display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact that alone proves her tremendous skill in the battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I'll be forced to take all responsible measures. Mikuro was part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mikuro and the mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mikuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mikuro was capable of. They would have been able to take completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Mikuro is? Strong, Makoto. Group one kit. You had a Jolteon account? What do you mean? Oh,
That's fine.
you seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class, number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about the girl is included in the file. 5'7" 97 pounds. It even lists her vitals. What do you think? What do I think? Hi, Bella. It's an EV account. My phone's dying. Yeah. What do you think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make sure to make the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say the corpse is too tall or something? There's a chance the body isn't actually Makuro? Is that what he's saying? Wait. The freezers in the biolab, how many were there? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What do you think? That information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Oh, and the one last thing. A bit of advice from me to you, as I suggest you pay attention. Advice from me. You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
Because of that faith might be more than you can afford. Well, what are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? My hunches tend to be proven right. The device is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. That sucks. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. I just need to check out the body again. Check out some bodies. It's gone. Crow's body. It's not here. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed? I'd better check to be sure. Can I find anything even closer to a dead body? It's not here either. It must be maybe in the biolab? Of course, those aren't the only thing I need to check in here. One other thing. Tarp. Tarp play a key role in another case, so better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinkles from getting into the wet body. Even the killer might have left some clues behind. Huh? I didn't notice this before. There's a small stamp in the corner of the tarp. This is biolab. And this really came from the biolab. I think they used a fake body. That's what I'm starting to think. Really needed to check here. Well, I think it's also trying to intentionally be misleading, so we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. What I'm thinking is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many people are still alive? Yoko, Ming, Yakuya. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 extra ones. Wait, why is there 2 extra? It could be the ultimate despair. I forgot her name. And then the body taken out to pretend to be the dead body, maybe? Oh, I miscounted. There's 1 extra one. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I forgot one. I forgot to decide Jill. Okay. There's a stack of tarts here. I've been seeing a lot of these around. Told me to come back here, but there's nothing new. Okay. I don't know where to go now. I feel like he told me to go back to the biolab, but I'm so confused. Does anybody know? Just stuff I've done already. Let's check out this. This is the classroom with the murder happened, right? Not the murder, but like the slaughter. No. I'm up in Cali. Isn't she lovely? Hello, monster. How are you? I don't think these are gonna sell me. Yeah. So, looked at the tarp. So I've just looked at everything in here. I don't know what to do. I'm so confuzzled. Ugh. Yeah, I actually picture stuff in my head. I feel like most people do that. Not seeing anything is the more rare thing. Can you not picture anything in your head? I'm guessing not, since you said you just figured that out. That's rough. I don't think I do it too vividly, but sometimes my mind does get more vivid, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking for where the body was moved. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
What do you want? I'm so disgusted you want me out of your sight. No, that's not what at all. I just thought maybe you found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. No one single clue. Figure since this place was related to the case, it would have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toga.
What's your
Don't tell me to
problem?
calm down. You have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds this out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Oh, why wouldn't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think are any clues here, so maybe gonna get it going. There was not even anything here. Do I go back to the biolab now? No, you're good, Callie. I just sent it because it made it seem like I needed to go to the biolab to find the body. But then the body wasn't in the biolab and it's still not in the biolab. I feel like it's back in one of the freezers, but... Yeah, I checked there. I checked the garden, then I checked the dojo. Is there a room down here I need to check? The camera room, maybe? Whatever this room's called. The data lab. At least there's some.
Makoto,
Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
yeah.
So I figured if all the doors in school had been unlocked, that one should have open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Race over to the nearby desk and hid underneath. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Something new. It's where they control Monokuma. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. There's some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now I'm more concerned about the weird devices. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. I was hoping to finish today, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. The trial might be long. It's really over the top though. Like some kind of military installation or something. It kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. And could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm going to start pushing buttons. Oh, hold on, you can't just... Or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from another room. You know, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was the one that button that says data center. Data center. I think I go like at the control panel. That's all a bunch of buttons. He's with the name of a room next to it. And just like that, Hina said, there was one labeled data center. That must be the one she pushed. The data center. That's right next to the cockpit. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. No. I probably better go check on it. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared of my on right now, and I'll just cheer you up from over here. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Yep. Is that Monokuma? Hey, everything sucks. Hey, Grog, give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted. How did you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling. Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here. I guess what I found, a self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it. Oh man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel on the side. That's obviously what I was trying to click on. Whoa, hey Makoto. What the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Oh, what do you mean? Well, you were controlling just now. It was Monokuma. Monokuma? Well, for real? But it looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And that control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words, maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyuko's theory was right. But the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here. That means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true, it's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I told you this already, but the killer gave us... Then the mastermind Monokuma Puppeteer really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? No, they... I oughta... What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. No, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. How long is this trial, would y'all say? Do you think I should do it a different stream once I get to it? So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. A good point. We can't waste our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Oh, the door just locked on its own. What? Why didn't you shut out to grab the doorknob? Right, you're right, it locked, but why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. But Monokuma...
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like. It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get in the school mascot just up and stop moving. In that room. As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're going to be operated by someone in that room.
Yes, indeed.
Correct, Mundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. So you didn't, did you? You, are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. That's on the floor? Ooh, too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell each other. Now it's Biolab? He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to where we got locked out, the control room that proves it for sure. Then when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault. Okay, anyway, we didn't have to get, let's just, we have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Okay, I'm going to run around and tell everyone what we found. If she got me motivated again. Okay, I'm out. See you later. I'm going to take off at a full sprint and have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Now I'll go back to check the biolab again. Doing all this reading is making me tired. I just realized what it is. I want to get to the trial tonight, but I don't know what to do. Help. Somebody help me. Does anybody know what I need to do? Trying to think. Like the only thing I can think of is the biolab, but there's nothing to do in it. I've already read that before, that's why I wasn't reading it again. I've read all this before. I have no idea what to do. I might have to end stream just because I have literally no idea what to do. But there we go. The right hand side. No, that didn't. That was the same thing as before. Wham, are you not still here? Hello? Anybody? I need help. I don't want to wrap up now. I want to get to the trial. But I don't know what to do. Can't be the biolab. I'm so confused. I might just end stream and take a nap. I've already been in here. I don't know. So lost. Because I can't get back in the data center. Hopefully next week somebody's here to help me, or I can find a guide maybe. I don't want to end stream to certain. Don't know what to do in the game. I have one more idea actually. I could try talking to her again now that I was supposed to go around telling everybody about what happened. Doing here. Good now. Why everything? I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I. Okay, nope. Oh, that sucks, Kelly. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know where to go. I've been in everything up here. Like I haven't. Like, there's rooms here that don't make sense. Like I haven't been in the chem lab. Why would this matter? Yeah, it doesn't. I've talked. Wait, where was Byakuya? Headmaster's office. Maybe talking to Byakuya again. That sucks, Bella. Hey, Byakuya. Don't have time to waste on you right now. If you absolutely must talk to someone else. Hey, so blunt, mate. Makes me feel hopeless. Never mind about that one. I can't get in this room anymore. I've already done that though. But I need to do it again. There's just nothing now. I want to get to the trial tonight, but I'm also like barely staying awake right now for some reason. I don't even feel that tired, which is weird that I'm dozing off like I am. I might just have to wait till next Monday and hope somebody comes in that can help me. I don't know what to do. I don't even know how to Google it. Without like looking for a step-by-step guide and then going all the way through the guide to figure out. Doesn't make sense. Like it's made to make me give up on playing the game. I don't know where Kill is. I have another idea. Just remember. Which bathroom is it that had the weird room? I don't know why she'd be in there though. It wasn't this one. Yeah, it's not. Check that room. Was there a locked room downstairs? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Can I get in the other dorms now? Maybe that's it. This has to be it though. Gates open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? Looks like some ancient ruins. I know, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Very good, Callie. I just didn't think he would have opened the dorms that had no cameras in it. That's what surprised me. Students filled with lockers. It must have been those peak students who came before us. Because for 4 hours, we must have used these lockers. I can imagine a way to get this locker open. I'm not going to bother trying. Wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader inside. Ask me how we get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor. There's no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it. Which means none of us can do it. Yeah, I don't think this is going to tell me anything. I'm like, I can't stop dozing off. But I want to get to work. This room doesn't look for any, feel like any student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere. It's the headmaster's private room. There's Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Oh, a regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something that probably shouldn't bother her. I'll be right back. Oh. Got some air. Hopefully it helps me a bit. Oh, there's a strange gap in the wall. Some sort of design mistake or a construction defect or something.
So,
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel the breeze coming out.
indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of the wall. Open space? Does that mean like a hidden room? I think it might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. It's all a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open it right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is the problem. It's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right. That's not nearly enough to go on.
it's true.
I looked through all his paperwork and all the files of the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this, I pressed the wrong button. Leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. No shiza. Desk at home to a computer. It must have been belonged to the headmaster. Of course, everything in here belonged to the headmaster. We've determined this. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to
It would seem
whoever used this last. It looks like they were very. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info out of the ultimate despair.
however,
There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but that points to some kind of group. The group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. It's the worst source of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
whew,
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Gary failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? Appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. Let's see. That's a good outlook to have. Ultimate Sphere has the truth bullet selection in your handbook. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. If Kyoko can't figure it out, there's no way I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. Huh. I'm sorry, I was just trying to think of what password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she's talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, it might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know your guess is wrong. Okay. I guess here goes nothing. I collected myself and turned to the basic computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. Type the full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My answer was 10 slightly below the typing it. Beep. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked.
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked around. Kyoko. Kyoko Kirigiri. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed only on one thing. Present. Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Callie, are you still here? Do you know how much longer I have left till the trial? I'd better check out the suspicious fruit. Okay. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of bad vibes from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. What do you think is dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem.
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway.
Just don't scream or anything, okay? There's gonna be a head. Or it's something that'll make me want to scream. Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approach the box. Took a deep breath and I hold the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak in his way at the box. Saw a hesitant glance inside in. Kyoko's device was no use. I let out a terrible cry. Hey, it was bones. I wasn't far off. I said a head. It's a skull. It wasn't the box. It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could I possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Oh, it wants me to talk to Kyoko first. I want to explore the frickin' room. Just as I thought, how could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in here. Human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. It's just the feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So.
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So the same person may have, well, been the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. It's a really polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough fun. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Host Academy since killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
Other words.
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. No, Kyoko said she wanted to be her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride in order to enter Host. Okay, I'm not gonna read the flashback from earlier this same stream. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. At everyone present. On this picture. It's all faded, but it must have been pretty old. Wait, it's a picture of... It's Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko.
Why would
Oh,
you?
this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this? So what do you expect me to do now? And I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted... Come on, JD. Come on. Hey, Wario. I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. The The headmaster's desk is probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure? Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay, then I don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but in the last drawer. Huh? Is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And it was labeled on it that says in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's drawer.
another word.
Handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. Hi, JJ. I think you're probably right.
See?
It must prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Oh, but Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Listen, Makoto, huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor, what is it?
So,
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
hey,
could you leave?
correct.
Just for a little while, I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. No, Kyoko. Tell me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? So it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. The problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. I'll see you later. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. What are you doing under there, JD? Find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt that the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope Peak staff, the one... Okay, recaps. We can skip the recaps. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's the last student. She's still alive. They faked her death. 15 of us met in the mail hall at Makuro. Makuro's the person, I think. To the mix, and you get 16, including me. Only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Makuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are me, Yakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. Refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. JJ. Huh? JJ. JJ. Okay, I'm not petting you on the ground. I can't reach down there. I'm going back to the biolab. Back to the lab again. So, no, I'm going to have to go back there at some point. Figure out exactly when. Bye, JJ. Trying to figure out exactly when I gotta go back. I think it's now would be a good time to have found a body, but that's the chem lab. That's not what we want. With the bio lab, which is top floor. I'm missing something. Kyoko just wanted me to leave for a little while. So I don't know what I'm meant to do. Because I could go back into that room. Am I meant to go right back into that room? I doubt that. Chat. Somebody here that knows this game at all. I need help. Help me. Hi, JJ. Welcome back. I don't know what to do. I didn't do much in the other door. The only thing I can think is going back in the room with Kyoko in it, but that feels messed up because she asked me to leave, but she said go for a little bit or give her a minute. I just don't know if they consider it to have been a minute yet and we're meant to go back in now, or if I'm meant to do something else then go back. I just don't know what else it would be. We exploring, Warrior, we exploring. We're going back up to this way. The bathrooms don't feel like they'd have anything special. There's literally nothing. So, like, is Kyoko done mourning now? All kinds of stuff I want to talk to her about, but I'd rather give her some more time. What am I supposed to do then? I'm so confuzzled. Confused. This was the room with all the lockers, but nothing opens. Wait, did it just not let me leave? Ooh. So I did find the right spot, I guess. Rattle, rattle. Let's see how you get the... Oh, I have the new book, so I can open the lockers now. No, look. Maybe the... What? At the merchant's handbook found in the headmaster's room. Exactly. Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the merchant's handbook and ran it across the card reader. Beep. All right, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. I'm about to check every one. I'll blame Callie. Going. Back to Callie. I don't care about coins. Okay. It's going to be one of these lockers that are still in pristine condition. Nope. There's nothing there. I didn't mean to click on that one. I was trying to click on this one. Oh, I found something. This thing is practically empty. Practically. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is, but there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Oh, I was flipping through the pocketbook, and my hand froze when I got to a certain page. Saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope Peak into a shelter, and I'll isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our students' prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as a foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Hey, Omar. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if it belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She says she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. But her memory was wiped, you dingus. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. This happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my head just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? There's a second despair. Hi, Aiden. Hi, Link. How are you? How was your stream, Aiden? You were playing Danganronpa 3, right? Don't see anything. I didn't think so. We'll check this one. I don't think there'll be anything else. Oh, there is other stuff. Wait a minute. Is he really the other despair? That's kind of crazy. I thought maybe he was playing stupid, but... Nice. Oh. I didn't see the alert. Hold on. Thank you, Linkmaster, for subscribing. Everybody got sub to Aiden if you haven't already. Great friend. Very kind. Deserves some love. Does a lot of the same stuff I do. Just finished playing Danganronpa 3. Grinding for coins. Soccer's totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Yeah, we know exactly who it belongs to. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. No way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order and dust everywhere. I'd assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of study. Know that I can really talk. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as schedule as natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw, but I might not looked inside the notebook. Any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. It's Hero. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yasuhiro Hagakuri. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended class here. No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into the evil world. We never had a chance to take any class. So, what is this notebook? Locking up with... Didn't we... Well, there was those pictures that show we likely did take classes. I'll try not to, Omar. The more sense, the less it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous student, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in these lockers that look like they begin to people here? Come on, JJ. You can get up in my lap. A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro. In a pocketbook, that seems like it belongs to Yoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. To find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Uh-oh. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap up before the trial so I can, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish the trial tonight. It's gonna be too long.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming
Okay, I
along
don't think it's time for the
nicely?
trial yet.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you
Really?
a little hint.
Huh. Huh.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Cat in my lap. Cat in my lap. Cat in my lap. Cat. Gee. Suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, you said to go to the gym, right? Oh, hey, hero. Makoto, you're actually surprised. Oh, no reason. Wario, you're asking that question wrong. My name is Christian. I'm not a Christian. You heard Monokuma's announcements, right? Are you here to find out what it is? I just did actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait. There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found earlier. He has been hiding something this whole time. I think everybody just has had their memories wiped and we all attended the school together beforehand. I did watch the anime, but I don't remember like anything from it. So I think AI is useful for certain things. For the most part, it is bad, Link. I think you can use AI to help with something, not to do stuff, if that makes sense. Like, I think it's helpful in using it to, like, if you do your work and then ask like a quick question or something, not to do your work for you, basically. Which, unfortunately, it's gotten to the point everybody's just using it to do their work for them, which is bad. Hello, welcome, welcome. Hello, are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. Envelope. Yeah, exactly, Link. This must be the envelope. Ooh, and just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Look at this photograph. Yeah, I was right. It featured a bunch of faces that I recognize extremely well. Wait a minute. There's somebody missing. Literally me. Why is Makoto not here? Did everybody else actually attend the school and Makoto didn't attend the school early? It was everyone who came to Hope Speak at the same time as me. Wait, but someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. You do recognize her. You saw her in the freaking picture. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at the file. Makuro Ikusawa. Then this girl is... Wait, why? Why is Makuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. He said we're, but we're not here. Now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. JJ, don't chew on that cord, please. After all, I don't remember even taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope Speak Academy, so it's natural for me to not be in the picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you going to keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna
You're kind of getting in the way of standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out. But I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if he gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out in left field. I guess that means he's done talking. Yeah, damn it. Your photo has been added to the truth bullets. So then all I found in the gym was even more confusion. With that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. I have a cat in my lap. Need crash and smash? Are we going to get a new smash? How does this count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? What about all the other photos you kept finding? Yeah, Monokuma's a robot. You didn't know that? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. I should clear this all up. No, I have to clear this all... Yeah, he's a robot. We found the controls for him earlier. I already knew he was a robot, but I think I'm about to wrap up soon. Warrior, this game is way too old to have AI in it. We're going to check out the biolab real quick because I just keep going back to the biolab because I know that's where the bodies has to be, right? But I haven't seen the body yet. It's got to show up here at some point in this. JJ. I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there... That's not the body I was looking for. It was her passed out again. Huh? Toko? It's open. Oh, but Toko. Okay. Check on Toko first. I don't really care about Toko, but Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do to Miss Morose? What? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. Well, her nickname's actually Genocide Jack for you. And don't say it like that. It's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgot something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now, or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyways, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Togo shot off, the eerie laughter echoing behind her. Sorry, JJ. I'm gonna shift my body up real quick. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Wait, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have no more important things to do right now. Why did Togo faint? There's got to be some reason for it. Yeah, the body? She doesn't like blood? The fridge, it's open? I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was in here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily.
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
Well, listen about this room. Oh yeah, it's... Yeah, I did see Kyoko's dad, Callie. Oh yeah, it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew
I
it.
suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there. Well, there you have it. Don't send messages like that, Byakuya, please. Especially for your first message in chat. Yeah, they keep the dead students in here. You knew she fainted.
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem.
I imagine she came here to investigate when she opened this slot there. Then she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why everyone's got to be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Makuro's corpse. Makuro's body is inside the fridge.
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So.
You may be right. Either way, and now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check out the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. JJ, you're slipping off my lap, buddy. I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then.
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. So wait over there. That's it. JJ, you're slipping off my lap. I'm sorry to hear that, Bella. We have 5. Well, so one of my roommates has 4 and another roommate has 1. So I live with 5 cats. Ow, JJ. I know it feels good, but you don't have to dig your claws into me. I know you like being pet. You got some scratchies. I know you got some scratchy spots. Except for all can't be a dad. What are we doing while she's... They just said to wait, but... Encouragement for storing dead body. Can't do it, I can't look inside. What does she want me to do? I've already looked through this instruction manual. Yeah, no, I did. No, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. Yeah, no. It's the same one found in the garden tool shed, and I remember this tarp. I had the same one that said biolab. And that's the tarp. Yeah, because they dragged the body from the biolab back into the... It's not an actual... And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got in from the biolab and took it over there. I should ask Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not? The only reason he'd give us a hint is that the point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever NC may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? There you go, JJ. Now you're not falling off my lap. That's got to be it. There's no other explanation. What am I meant to do right now? He's heartless. Doesn't mean anything. On the other side of the refrigerator. But there's a... It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the numbers of lights that are on, including Makuro's, there are 9 in all. 9. 9 lights. Exactly. Now you get it? Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Alrighty, geez, that was fast. Anyone can go do good. Did you find anything? Pay careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood. And seemingly high unlikely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made the things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had to be stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but those were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
However,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever. If they're not related to the murder, are you saying they are? Well, we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if their wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Monokuma what if Makuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many.
right.
A detective does not have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answers from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Don't fat shame Jumbe Warrior. Yoko's account has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook.
Hey,
So if there's anything else that you'd like to know about the condition of the body now, it's time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Makura's profile, it lists her height and weight.
so
5'7" inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get that all right? You remember all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed.
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
A victim in this case, without a doubt, Makuro Ikasaba. Makuro Ikasaba's profile has been updated.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so. That means somebody else isn't dead. Then it looks like we have no further business with Makuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. And the only one I can think of is Junko, right? Because that's the one that was killed by Monokuma, so they could have faked it easily. Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it all out like this?
why?
Dad, did you forget she was our enemy once? A part of the ultimate despair? But she still got killed. She's still a victim. Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah. He's a little shorter than me, Warrior.
Whew.
You really are naive. You know that? Really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Oh, hold on. Still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now. Hey Kyoko, I have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need a handbook of whoever's locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using the emergency handbook. The ones you found in the headmaster's room. So did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? Found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because
Like I said, only the lockers owners should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we got access to the area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have access to those lockers. If I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
if that's
Could that mean that video is real too? Video.
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook that way.
So
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll make sense. A DVD. And it says Class 78 Urgent Interviews.
So
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means. So just watch it and for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. Understand what they found my pocketbook in, a place none of us have ever seen before. None of us makes sense, even right now. But I guess that means an important clue on this DVD. Review DVD.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. You have a second to listen to me ramble?
In other
Ramble.
words,
So it turns out the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. Talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life, and all because of Mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the Mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the Mastermind. This is the one more reason to follow through on that. Yoko's eyes burned with the fire and determination. The determination to defeat the Mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why does it bother me so much to know he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she left, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Ooh.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whatever that truth serves, justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then.
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you in the class trial. Even behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I gotta watch the video. Kyoko, I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko has said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap up here. Because I think we're gonna watch the DVD and then start the trial. If I was to guess. Thank you all for watching. We'll finish this up next week, 100% next Monday. And then we'll start the second one and then the third one. Tomorrow I'll be streaming. I don't know what I'm streaming yet, so just keep an eye out for that, I guess. I will be live. Y'all don't need to watch the cat as I'm doing my outro. But thank you all for watching. I'll be live tomorrow, like I said. Danganronpa Monday. I want to do some more Pokemon stuff this week because I haven't been doing a lot of Pokemon recently, so we need to get a little bit more in there. Even though I still do DAs every Sunday, you know. But thank you all for watching. I'm sorry. I love you all. Hope to see you back here next time. Bye-bye.